What up, everybody? It's Your Name, and welcome to my channel. Today we're diving headfirst into the wild, wacky, and sometimes downright embarrassing world of fashion fails. Imagine, if you will, a montage of epic fashion disasters. We're talking clashing prints, wardrobe malfunctions, and trends that should have stayed buried in the past. You know, those moments that make you go, who approved this outfit? Yeah, those. Listen, we've all been there. I've had my fair share of fashion faux pas, like that time I tried to rock MC Hammer pants in public. But hey, that's part of the fun, right? Fashion is all about taking risks, experimenting, and figuring out what works for you. Get ready to laugh, cringe, and maybe even learn a thing or two about your own style journey. Okay, first up, let's talk about ill-fitting clothes, because who hasn't been victimized by a shirt that's 2 sizes too small? It's like a cruel joke, right? You pull it out of the closet, thinking it's going to fit just fine, only to find yourself in a wrestling match with fabric. Or pants that bunch up at the ankles. You know, the kind of clothes that make you look like you raided your little brother's closet. It's as if the pants have a mind of their own, deciding to gather in all the wrong places. Or borrowed an outfit from Bigfoot. Seriously, who are these clothes made for? Giants? It's like the manufacturers think we're all 7 feet tall. I swear, sometimes I feel like clothing sizes are a conspiracy theory. One brand's medium is another brand's extra large. It's like playing a game of roulette every time you go shopping. Like, is there a secret meeting where they decide to mess with us? One day, you're a medium. The next, you're squeezing into an extra large, questioning all your life choices. It's enough to make anyone's head spin. It's a roller coaster, I tell ya. And don't even get me started on online shopping. You think you found the perfect outfit, but then it arrives, and it's like the clothing equivalent of a catfish. You think you've found the perfect outfit, but then it arrives, and it's like the clothing equivalent of a catfish. The picture promised a sleek and sophisticated look, but the reality is more like a potato sack with sleeves. The picture promised a sleek and sophisticated look, but the reality is more like a potato sack with sleeves. And don't even get me started on the fabric quality. Sometimes it feels like you're wearing sandpaper. If those pants are a little too long, just tell everyone you're rocking the flood pant look. Or maybe you're just ahead of the fashion curve, setting a new trend. If that shirt is a bit too tight, just embrace your inner sausage casing. After all, confidence is key, right? Own it, and maybe, just maybe, you'll start a new fashion movement. Alright, let's talk about patterns, those beautiful, intricate designs that can either elevate your outfit or make you look like a walking optical illusion. Now, I'm all for a good print, but there's a fine line between fashion forward and fashion disaster. We've all been there, standing in front of the mirror thinking, you know what this outfit needs? Stripes, and polka dots, and maybe a touch of leopard print. But trust me, more is not always more when it comes to patterns. It's like that saying, too many cooks spoil the broth. Well, too many patterns spoil the outfit. Instead of looking like a fashion icon, you end up looking like you got dressed in the dark during a blackout while blindfolded. Remember, patterns should complement each other, not compete for attention. Okay, let's talk about a fashion faux pas that's near and dear to my heart: mismatched socks. Now, some people might think it's a cardinal sin, but I say, why blend in when you can stand out? Listen, life is too short to worry about matching your socks. It's like, who has time for that when you're busy conquering the world, breaking down barriers, and binge-watching your favorite shows? Not this girl. I remember one time I was giving a presentation at work, and midway through, I crossed my legs and boom, there they were, my bright pink socks with purple polka dots peeking out from beneath my perfectly tailored pantsuit. The room erupted in laughter, and you know what? I laughed right along with them. Because here's the thing, mismatched socks are a conversation starter. So the next time you're getting dressed, ditch the matching socks and embrace the mismatched life. Alright, let's address the elephant in the room. Or should I say, the underwear in the outfit. We've all been there, standing in front of the mirror, feeling confident until we notice that our undergarments are stealing the spotlight. Visible underwear is one fashion faux pas that can take your look from fabulous to fail in a hot minute. It's like a tiny detail that can completely overshadow your entire ensemble. Listen, I'm all for expressing yourself through fashion, but there are some things that are better left unseen. Your outfit should be the star of the show, not your undergarments. And your underwear, my friends, is one of them. It's all about maintaining that polished look without any distractions. I'm talking about those moments when your bra straps are putting on a peep show, or your panty lines are more prominent than the actual outfit. these little mishaps can really take away from your overall appearance. It's like, we get it, you wear underwear, but do we need a full-on presentation? It's one of those things that should remain a mystery, not a headline. Not only is it distracting, but it can also be a bit, shall we say, unprofessional. In a professional setting, the last thing you want is for your undergarments to be the topic of conversation. Imagine going for a job interview and flashing your favorite pair of SpongeBob SquarePants boxers to your potential employer. It's not exactly the first impression you want to make. So how do you avoid the dreaded visible underwear debacle? It starts with being mindful of your outfit choices and the undergarments you pair with them. It's all about choosing the right undergarments for your outfit. Seamless options, nude colors, and proper fits can make a world of difference. Remember, the goal is to feel confident and look put together without any unwanted distractions. Okay, let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? It's time to revisit those moments that make us laugh, cringe, and wonder what on earth we were thinking. But be warned, this journey might involve some serious cringing. You might find yourself laughing out loud or hiding your face in embarrassment. We're about to delve into the world of outdated trends, those fashion choices that seemed like a good idea at the time, but now make us question our sanity. From the wild patterns to the questionable accessories, it's all coming back. Remember those low-rise jeans that were all the rage in the early 2000s? They were everywhere, and everyone had a pair. You know, the ones that showed off more than just a hint of your lower back? They were a staple in every wardrobe, despite their impracticality. Yeah, those were a choice. And not always the best one, if we're being honest. And don't even get me started on the neon-colored everything, the chunky highlights, and the frosted lipstick. It was a time of bold and sometimes baffling fashion statements. Listen, we all have those photos that we pray never see the light of day, those moments captured forever that we wish we could erase, those fashion relics that we'd rather forget ever existed. They're tucked away in the back of our closets, never to be worn again. But you know what? It's all part of the learning process. Fashion is constantly evolving, and our past choices shape our current style. And what's considered in one day might be deemed a fashion crime the next. It's all about growth and finding what truly represents us. Okay, remember when skinny jeans were like the law of the land? Seriously, it was like everyone, regardless of shape, size, or celestial alignment, was obligated to squeeze themselves into a pair of denim sausage casings. Don't get me wrong, I love a good skinny jean, but this trend was on another level. I mean, picture this. You're walking down the street and you see a family reunion happening. Grandma's rocking the skinny jeans, Grandpa's sporting the skinny jeans, even the family dog looks vaguely uncomfortable in a pair of custom-made skinny jeans. It was a pandemic, I tell ya. Alright, let's talk about a trend that had everyone scratching their heads. The dad shoe craze. Seriously, who knew that clunky, orthopedic-looking sneakers would become a fashion statement? I swear, it was like everyone raided their dad's closet and decided to hit the runway. And listen, I'm all for comfort, but these shoes were like walking on marshmallows. If those marshmallows were also concrete blocks. I remember seeing people rocking these bad boys with everything from flowy dresses to tailored suits, and I just couldn't wrap my head around it. It was like they were trying to make a statement, but I wasn't sure what that statement was. But hey, maybe that was the point all along. Okay, let's rewind the clock back to the 80s, a time when bigger was better, hair was higher, and shoulder pads were considered the epitome of chic. Seriously, those things were like weapons of mass fashion, adding inches to your frame and making you look like you could tackle a linebacker. I swear, every blazer, every jacket, every dress had these massive shoulder pads sewn in. It was like walking into a room full of linebackers, who also happened to be wearing neon colors and leg warmers. And don't even get me started on the power suits. Women everywhere were rocking these boxy, shoulder-padded creations, trying to break glass ceilings and shatter stereotypes. But looking back, I can't help but wonder if those shoulder pads were more of a hindrance than a help. Alright, let's talk about a trend that was impossible to ignore. Big hair. And when I say big, I mean Texas-sized, gravity-defying, hairspray-laden big. Seriously, the 80s were all about volume, curls, and more volume. I swear, walking down the street back then was like navigating a maze of hair sculptures. People were rocking perms, crimping irons, and enough hairspray to single-handedly deplete the ozone layer. But hey, at least their hair looked fabulous, even if they couldn't hear anything over the crunch of their hairspray. All right, we've laughed, we've cringed, we've questioned the fashion choices of our past selves. But through it all, we've learned some valuable lessons about style, self-expression, and the importance of not taking ourselves too seriously. So, what have we learned from these fashion faux pas? First and foremost, fashion is subjective. What looks good on one person might look like a disaster on another. And that's okay. The most important thing is to find what makes you feel confident and comfortable. Second, don't be afraid to experiment. Fashion is all about trying new things, pushing boundaries, and discovering your own unique style. That's it for today's Fashion Fail Extravaganza. Don't forget to share your own fashion faux pas in the comments below. Let's have a good laugh and celebrate the ups and downs of our style journeys. Remember, fashion is for everyone, and it's okay to make mistakes along the way. The most important thing is to have fun, express yourself, and embrace your unique sense of style. Now go forth and conquer the fashion world, my friends. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more fashion tips.